Spartan Nation, happy Monday, happy post-summit Monday. As promised, I'm coming in here to give you a quick summit recap. I want to announce the winner of our summit scavenger hunt. I want to talk to you about 10-time elite. Now, I'm going to promise you that this particular Facebook Live, sometimes I know I ramble, but this particular Facebook Live, I'm going to try to stay very short. You know why? Because I have put my contact back in, and my contact has been out all day. I have not been able to get my contacts in today, this left eye, but right now I have it in, but I don't know how long it'll last, and it doesn't feel really great, so we're gonna go with it as long as we can, but that means it's probably gonna be short. I want to get to what I want to talk to you about, and I wanted to find this one little example from this book, but I think I remember it, so I'll probably share it with you. Okay, so let's talk Summit 2019 quickly. My goodness. Thursday night opening ceremonies at Summit here in Indianapolis was like Christmas morning. Carl Deichler was just with all the announcements, all the new products, all the new programs. So amazing. And here's what's beautiful about this business is we are creating a catalog of breadth and depth to help as many people all over the world as we can, connect them with health and fitness tools in a community that will help them get results, right? That will help change their lives. So it doesn't matter whether we like the new vegan beach bar or not. It matters that we now have that in our toolbox. It doesn't matter whether we not like the new program by Amalo Caesar or not. It matters that we now have that in our toolbox. Although I, for one, am very excited about that program. It doesn't matter if we like the new bar program that's coming out in December. It matters that we now have that tool in our toolbox. And it was literally like Christmas morning, Thursday night at opening ceremonies, with the amount of products and programs that just kept coming. And our toolbox kept getting full, and we kept having more and more amazing tools that we can share with people, that we can connect people with to help them get results. All of that is in your Coach Online office. All of you are CEOs of a multi-million-dollar business sitting right in your lap. So you do not need me to create some kind of PowerPoint presentation on all these new tools, because they're all right in your Coach Online office. They're also on the Champions page. If you follow TBB 411, whatever that is, I can't remember what the exact Instagram handle is, but all those graphics are right there too. It's all right there at our fingertips. You're going to have to do some research and dig in and find that information if you weren't at Summit. But here's also something to consider. We are opening in a new market. We're opening in France in 2020. We have vegan beach bars that don't come out until December. We have pumpkin spice Shakeology. We have peppermint mocha Shakeology that's coming out. Now think about the timeline. With all these new products and programs, and we're all super excited about them, do we need to be talking about all of those items right now? No, we do not. Right now, we need to be talking about Morning Meltdown 100. And then as we get into the fall a little bit, we need to start talking about the new program, the work. And then as we progress a little bit, we're talking about pumpkin spice Shakeology. And then we're talking about peppermint mocha Shakeology. Then we're talking about that new vegan beach bar. Then we're talking about the bar program. We're not talking about all of it right now. There's no need to, right? Because it's coming. We don't need to be talking about something that's coming 6 months from now. We need to be getting people hooked up with solutions that we can connect them to right now. That's Morning Meltdown 100. So let me reiterate again, we have our Spartan Nation B100 group that is open to any coach and any customer who has purchased their completion or challenge pack. Absolutely can be in there. Would love some help with leading that program. It's 100 days. Several of the leaders and I have collaborated to come together to create the information that will be in that. But my gosh, it's 100 days. There's plenty of opportunity for other coaches to step in to that leadership space and take a week or take a few days and do some posts and help us lead. So it's truly a collaborative effort. But you've got a group right there ready to go for Morning Meltdown 100. If you're a newer coach, if you're a coach that feels like maybe your own personal coach isn't really working the business, you're not really sure, you always have something to invite to on this team. You always do. You're never lost. You always have a course of action, because there will always be a team challenge group. And in this case, it's Spartan Nation B100. So if you're not in that group yet, you can just go right over to the events page. It's in there. It's been in the team newsletters. You can find it. You can search it and then answer those questions and come on into that group. But that's what we need to be focusing on right now. So let's keep our focus very clear. Our focus right now is Morning Meltdown 100. As amazing as the announcements are, and as incredible as the new products and programs are, we don't need to be thinking about or talking about or focusing on all of that right now. We don't need to be thinking about Peppermint Mocha Shakeology that releases in November. We don't need to be thinking about that in July. We need to be thinking about getting people connected with Morning Meltdown 100. So keep your focus very clear. Keep it pretty narrow right now. And understand that as every new product and program is released, we just enhance our toolbox to help more and more people. And how cool is that? Again, all that information, all those new releases, all those new products and programs, that's all available in your Coach Online office. And if you listen to the National Wake Up Call today, if you were at Danielle and I's event yesterday, post-summit, you've got some really great information on how to come out of Summit with a plan. So make sure you're paying attention to all that as well. Okay, so that's number one. Those are all products and programs and releases. Number two, our Summit Scavenger Hunt winner. Drum roll, please. Okay, first let me say this was super fun, and it was really fun to watch those of you that participated, work your way around. I was really hoping that one of you might bring that Joel cardboard cutout home, because I understand that there was a lot of people stealing it and moving it and placing it around different places in the convention center. So I thought, you know what, someone from Sparta Nation is going to end up taking that cardboard cutout home. We're going to have that at our next Super Saturday. But we do have a very clear winner, and that is Stephanie Pinkerton. Stephanie Pinkerton, you are our winner of our Summit Spartan Nation Scavenger Hunt. Say that 3 times fast. Stephanie Pinkerton. So I will tag you, and I've got some fun graphics to recognize you because we had so much fun with this. And I'm going to need you, Stephanie Pinkerton, to send me your mailing address. You can send that to me via message because I have a gift for you, as promised. Stephanie Pinkerton, congratulations on taking this scavenger hunt and running with it. You did great. And last but not least, for this quick Facebook Live, and I'm just going to get right into it. So those of you that were at Summit Saturday night for the Saturday night celebration, you saw me have the incredible honor, the immense honor of being able to represent our team as a 9-time elite team. It's a really big deal. It's a really big deal because you know that our team, Sparta Nation, and only one other team has done this in the entire network. Well, here's the deal. The other team, Team Made, has already achieved elite for next year. So they're already going around talking about how they're a 10-time elite team. I would prefer to not be known as the team who just didn't do it. I would prefer to not be known as that team who made it 9 times but couldn't make it 10. Because clearly it can be done. When we achieve elite for the 10th time this year, we will do something that is so unprecedented in this network, so unprecedented in this kind of business. Because in a lot of network marketing companies, and a lot of these amazing opportunity type companies, people don't stay in it this long. And yet this team has been here for 11 years. I think the elite program's been around 10 years, and for 9 of those 10 years, we have achieved that. In fact, most of you don't know anything other than being an elite team, because before that, we didn't know what the heck we were doing. There was no elite program. We don't know anything other than that. But we're going to need some help to make it happen this year. We're going to need some concerted effort, and we're going to need to really get laser focused on this mission of being a 10-time elite team. And it was interesting because I was reading this book, Stories That Stick by Kendra Hall. As announced at Summit this year, Kendra Hall is a speaker at Summit next year. And some of us had the honor and privilege of getting an early advanced copy of her book. And there was this one particular story that I was reading when I was on the cruise a couple weeks ago. And it was about sticking with something. And I was highlighting it when I was sitting outside on the ship. And it was about a person he was a vice president of a company, and he was looking for a story to share with his company about not giving up. And he didn't want it to be just a business presentation. He didn't want it to be just a business story. So he dug back into his his life and tried to think of a time when he did give up or didn't give up or what. And he went to high school. In his freshman year of high school, he had a coach at the high school reach out to him and say, hey, you. And he was kind of a tall, lanky guy. Said, hey, you, do you play a sport? No, I don't. I want you to play water polo. And this coach sort of randomly asked him as a freshman to play water polo. And shortly after, took him to the collegiate championships for water polo, and UCLA was the team that won. And so this kid got involved in water polo. He started playing his freshman year, started hitting the weight room. He started training hard, bulking up a little bit, became captain of the team in high school, went on and had the opportunity to play at UCLA water polo. And worked, it's just laser focused on it. And he got to his junior year and he was just tired, and he was just kind of half-assing it and being kind of complacent. And finally the coach came to him and said, like, dude, what are you doing? Like, either get in or get out. What's going on here? And so he quit. 7 years into this water polo career, when he started as a freshman, and his goal, he just thought, how cool would it be to win a national championship? And his junior year, he quit. He's like, I'm just tired of doing it, just tired of working, and I don't know if I want to put in the effort. And his senior year, the UCLA water polo team went to the national championships and won. And as he describes in this book, he was sitting on the metal bleachers in that natatorium, watching this team for whom he had played for the last 3 years win the national championship that he'd always wanted to do. And he wasn't part of it, simply because he just kind of got tired, kind of got complacent. And that story really hit me, because I feel like as an 11-year team, we can get tired and we can get complacent, and we can also take for granted that we've always been elite, so we always will be elite. And I have to tell you, that's not the case. It's not easy. It gets harder every year, and it's going to take all of us pulling together. And here's what's so cool. When we all pull together and we all help, the entire team gets better. The entire team gets better because we need more diamonds. So now suddenly there's more diamonds on the team. We need people hitting Success Club. So suddenly there are more coaches hitting Success Club, changing more lives on the team. Suddenly we have more people creating income on the team. Suddenly we have a shared mission of people coming together to change lives. And when we do that, we get to make history. I think that's worth sticking with it. I don't want to be, and I don't want you to be, sitting in the medal stands, watching another team win a national championship when we know we could have done it. I don't want to be sitting in the Superdome in New Orleans, watching other coaches on stage, knowing Sparta Nation coaches absolutely could be up there too. I don't want to watch from the stands and wish we could have done a little bit more. I don't want to let the fact that we are an 11-year team get in our heads and go, well, we've done it before. It's easy for us, or we've done it before, we don't need to do it again. That's bullshit. Because we can do this. Other teams aren't any smarter or more creative or have any more skills or have access to any other products than we do. They just made a decision. They made a decision to make history. And we have that opportunity. And when we come together, everybody wins. When we come together and people advance rank and they hit Success Club, we're changing lives, including our own. And the tide begins to rise and the momentum starts to build. And all of a sudden we're on a freaking roller coaster of awesomeness because we decided to come together and get laser focused on making history in Team Beachbody. And I don't want to sit on the medal stands and watch somebody else win that national championship when I know our team can be there too. I want you to be in the game. So what's it going to take? What's it going to take to make history? Here's what it's going to take. And let's get really clear on it. Number one, it's going to take collaboration. Yeah, you got to lean in. We're so much stronger when we lean in. We saw this incredible tree when we were in Antigua doing one of the excursions on the Disney cruise. And it was standing so tall and it was so thick and the roots were so intertwined. And the guide stopped and said, look at these roots. Do you see how intertwined they are, how connected they are? We're like, yes, that's really cool. It's amazing. They're, like out of the ground, they're intertwined. He said, this tree has withstood so many hurricanes because the roots are so connected and intertwined. Because when we work together, we all succeed. This is not about me standing on stage. That has to be so clear, because I get in my head that someone might think this is about me standing on stage, and that's not true. Because the only way I get to stand on stage is because I'm representing you, all of you. That's the only way that happens, when we come together. And that tree that withstood all those hurricanes, it did so because the roots were connected and intertwined, and it was so strong the hurricane couldn't knock it over. That's what has to happen. We have to collaborate and lean in. Number two, one of my coaches, my personally sponsored coaches, who's never been diamond before, must get to diamond. Period. That's just a fact. In the elite roadmap, one of my personally sponsored coaches who's never been diamond before must get to diamond. So we may need to lean in and help them, just like we may need to lean in and help other coaches get to diamond. Because as my friend Danielle Natoni said at Summit when she was speaking, diamond is contagious. It's just 12 coaches. And when we see coaches doing that, we realize, it's not that hard. We can all do it. And when we're doing that, we're helping more people. We're helping more people, which is what we signed up to do as coaches. So one of my personally sponsored coaches who's never been diamond before must get to diamond. And number three, we need to be hitting Success Club. Period. We have to be connecting people with these solutions at work. Just 3 people a month. Morning meltdown. Hello. And connecting them with these solutions and hitting Success Club. Those are pieces of the puzzle that will help elevate us to a 10-time elite team. Now, notice, did I say we are going to have to hike Mount Kilimanjaro, and then we're going to have to kill a bear with our bare hands, and then eat snake meat, and then walk back down naked? No, I did not, because that would be really, really hard and weird. I said we have to do things that we should already be doing anyway. We're just going to have to next level them. We're going to have to lean in and help each other succeed. Help each other succeed. That means more sharing, more collaboration. If you're doing something that's working, I need you sharing it in the team page, because that means we all get to succeed. Number two, we need one of my personally sponsored diamonds, one of my personally sponsored coaches who's never been diamond to advance to diamond. It doesn't get any clearer than that. That has to happen. And number three, we need everyone on the team hitting Success Club. Why? Because everyone on the team matters. Period. You matter. If you are a coach, you have the opportunity to change a life every single day, and you matter. Not just in a quest to make history, but in your life. You matter. You have found something that's made your life better in this business. Why would you not be sharing that with every person you possibly can? We make this business so much harder than it has to be. We get so frustrated. We get in our heads. We do. And I'm telling you that as someone who does it all the time. All the time. But I don't want to be watching from the medal stands. I don't want to watch someone else win our national championship when I know that we can do that. I don't want to watch someone else walk across that stage and it not be a Spartan Nation coach. I don't want to be the only one up there, and I don't want to be sitting in the stands knowing that we could have been. We have 6 months left in this year. We have 6 months. We can do this, but we have to make the decision to help each other succeed, to fill that stage with Spartan Nation coaches, and to make history. We can make that decision right now. Today, we have Morning Meltdown, an incredible new program with a badass trainer that people will connect to. We have a team challenge group that you can put people in and help them succeed. We have more products and programs coming out this year than I've ever seen in my life. And you have the tools and resources in your Coach Online office and in this team page and on Google and YouTube to help you make it happen. You have the business activity tracker. You have the champions page. You have the national wake up call. You have this team and 11 years of experience and knowledge and passion. We can do this. We can do this. We need everyone in the boat rowing the same direction because we can do this. And we're not going to be sitting on the medal stands watching someone else win our national championship. We are not. We are going to make history as a 10-time elite team. If you're in with me, if you're ready to go, raise your hand, drop an emoji, and let's hear it. Because we have a chance to do something only one other team has done. We have a chance to do something really special. And in the process of doing that, we're changing so many lives. There's nothing better than that. I want you beside me. And if you're not on the bus, you're doing your own thing, awesome. I want to run with the people who want to run. I want the people on the bus who want to go. I want to help all of you create the success that you want. And by doing that, we create success for this team. You have to understand it's connected. The reason why that tree withstood the hurricanes is because it was connected. Your success is the team's success. The team's success is your success. They don't exist in a vacuum. It's together. And together we get to make history. You matter. What you do matters. In the business, on this team, in your life. Check your Coach Online office for all the information about all the new products and programs. Stephanie Pinkerton, congratulations on winning the Summit Scavenger Hunt. And Sparta Nation, I hope you're ready to go because I have never been more ready to level up than I am right now. I'm not sitting in those medal stands watching someone else win our national championship. We will be a 10-time elite team, and every person who helps us get there will be creating success in their own life too. Get in with this. Because it's going to be awesome. And I want you to be a part of it. So let's go.